Okay, we got ourselves a 1985 325e BMW E30, and it's been in a wreck. And if you're trying to replace the control arm on the driver's side, I know there's not a lot of videos on there. You can't really find many, and there's not a lot of good tips on there either for like how to get the exact bolt out for this control arm, because it's really hard to find in the engine bay because you have your power steering pump reservoir in the way. I'll get this hood open in a second so I can show you what I mean. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to set you down for a second. Everything on this car has been mangled, but a lot of people say it's not worth fixing, but I'm the type of person that will never give up. I'm gonna trust the hood sit in there like that. And as you can see, I've already moved the power steering pump, or reservoir you would call it. And you also have your brake fluid reservoir in the way. And I'm not exactly sure what this is. I'm still learning about it, but it doesn't even have a hose on it. It's been cut. But that's in the way to get to that bolt. And your steering knuckle, which, let's see if you could see here. Right there. That little spot right at the tip of my finger, that little nut and all that, there's a knuckle right there that connects to your steering wheel. And that's also in the way. Well, this is really not a good idea on how I'm doing it. It's really sketchy. Your engine could fall out. But it's the easiest way I could find to get to that bolt. So if you take this bolt right here, which goes in right here, this whole frame right here, I'm not exactly sure what it's called. Like I said, I'm still learning on cars. It's my first car, which I obviously have another car right here. It's a 1997 Ford Thunderbird, but we'll get to that another time. There's another bolt right here. Now, if you're replacing the passenger side, it's actually easier to get to the bolt on that side. You don't even need to do what I'm doing. You can actually see it right there. That's the bolt you would want out. And on the other side, there's too much stuff in the way. And also, remember, you never want to be working on bolts like these if these are warmed up. This car hasn't been ran for over a year now, so we don't have to worry about that problem. Now back to this. To get this bolt out, you either want to use one of those tie rod forks, which you would put in here and pull and push on it, or whatever you would want to do, so then you could get this loose. Which there's also 2 bolts right here to get it off on the back. This part goes to the front, to the wheel, and that's the part that goes right here. I have it spun around so it's easier to get on. Best way to do it is to get a block of wood, put it on top of your jack it up after you've already taken these off. Make sure you want the car jacked, or want to make sure the jack is jacked up high with this piece, so then when you take these bolts out, your engine doesn't fall like I did. My engine fell, like, I would say a little more than this, probably like to here. That's not good. It's stress on your engine, really not good. Mess up a lot of things, but you know, this car needs a lot more work than just a little bend right now. Anyways, let's see here. It is a size 22 millimeter for this bolt, and I have to use this because it was a pain to get on. And as you can see, it's loosened now, but you want to make sure this is jacked up on this to put pressure on this, because this will make the bolt loosen up here. Because if you don't do that, the whole bolt actually will spin, but this piece surprisingly doesn't spin with it when you do that. But as you'll see here in a second, after I take this bolt off, it should drop off. I'll make another video on it as I'm having issues, but hope you guys figure this out. Have a good day and good luck.